It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Nets in Brooklyn. And for Brooklyn, they're only one spot from the cellar in the Eastern Conference. The leap forward they were hoping for this season, well, it's yet to take place. Great center matchup tonight. Shaq, I know you've been waiting all day to watch this one. One of the best low post players of all time in yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch five has become so popular.
Well, in a lot of offenses these days, floor spacing is king. And what you see now, you see a lot of bigs are practicing shooting the three more than ever.
Yeah, even the younger centers. You think of Towns and Cousins and Embiid, as powerful as they are, they love to stay on that perimeter and shoot that three ball. So it's hard to stay on the floor right now if you can't shoot it.
Yes, you came into the league at the right time.
Ooh. I would have made him revert back to
so you'd have a hard time getting off the bench these days, Shaq, because you didn't shoot the three ball.
Shaq on the bench don't even sound right together. That's like peanut butter and tar.
That can be pretty tasty.
No, that doesn't sound right together.
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding, big fella. Wasn't it funny? Did you find that amusing?
You hurt my feelings, Ernie.
Did you hurt? Come on.
Don't talk
Give
to me
a
for
big
2 seconds. La 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 la.
The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And, of course, Ed Davis. Despite what he brought to this team in his absence, they've really taken off.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, people are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rap since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, D.A. Thanks. Well, we're right around the halfway point of the season, Doris. This is often when we see the better teams really begin to shift gears and surge ahead.
Yeah, we certainly have a better feel for who the contenders might be. We still have a long way to go, obviously, and teams will have some lulls and then some high points, and you've got to be able to weather all of those things. But the reality is we have a greater understanding of who has the necessary offensive and defensive components to compete at a championship level.
And it's the Suns to start out. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Saric. Ricky Rubio is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the small forward spot.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
Irving drives in. And there it is for him.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Boy, seizing control right away. Send a message on that possession.
Now, here's Rubio. The rebound by the Nets. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Interesting that they looked confident going in. But as the game wore on, I thought the crowd affected their performance down the stretch.
Now here's Durant following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Durant, the pass to Jordan. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Temple. Gets a very good look and converts. Temple's got his first points in this one.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Now here's Booker. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Here's Temple, defended by Booker. Temple finds Jordan. A shot off that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
You know, what you love about Kevin Durant is he has established himself as a top 2 player in the NBA. But the reality is he's never forgotten where he's come from. His charity work, his commitment to the communities and to the places that have shaped him. It's really kind of cool, Kevin.
Suns still looking like they're getting going here. 4-point game. Back to Rubio. Ayton kicks to Rubio. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. LeVert the pass to Irving. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Well, this is what makes Kyrie such a difficult check, right? He's so skilled at drawing fouls because he's so crafty with the ball and so fast.
First one falls for him.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
Now here's Booker. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Durant against Saric. Good ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player. And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Durant for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from Rubio.
This is what Rubio likes to do off the screen and roll. Hits his teammate where he can do something with it.
Irving with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Pass to LeVert. Takes a 3. Connects from 3-point range. LeVert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Suns trail by 7. Rubio with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kaminsky kicks to Saric. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And for the Suns, Bridges comes in for Saric, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Devin Booker. Now here's Durant following the miss by Frank Kaminsky. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Taurean Prince comes in for Garrett Temple. And for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns front office have said it's time to raise the bar. Doris, the rebuild can go on only so long. They don't want a losing mentality to set in.
Well, we've heard this before, Kevin, right? The open letter to fans in 2016 promising to turn it around. But in the end, it's not about words. It's about wins.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. The pass to Bridges. Back to Johnson. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 10. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Brooklyn making some changes. Chandler comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Harris subbed in for Irving. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Prince. Rebound by the Suns.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
Here's Kaminsky. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kaminsky's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Inside. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Here's Dinwiddie. That one off the back iron and out. Suns trail by 6. Here's Oubre. Back to Johnson. Here's Baines, defended by Allen. Here's Johnson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. Pass to Dinwiddie. Allen with it. Now guarded by Kaminsky. Clock at 6. Harris against Johnson. And here's Chandler from the arc. That one no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Oubre passes to Kaminsky. Makes it off the glass. Kaminsky's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Oubre. Harris outside. Kicks it out to Prince. Shoots over Bridges. Here's Harris, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. Joe Harris, a guy that bounced back between the G League, Doris, and the NBA his first few seasons.
Right, Joe Harris has thrived fitting into a shooting role with this team. And credit Coach Kenny Atkinson for saying, listen, model yourself after Kyle Korver.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Of course, I'm sure you look at these players, evaluate who could make a possible head coach out of the group I'm watching right now. And I'm sure there are a couple players that come to mind for you.
Well, I think when you just talk basketball intellect, one of the first guys that comes to mind is Rajon Rondo. I mean, his insatiable appetite to watch film, to have complete understanding not only of the sets of his own team, But Rajon Rondo, when he's on the defensive end of the floor, as soon as a play is called, he will repeat it and basically tell the teammates, hey, look for this action here. So Rajon Rondo comes to mind. Someone like Andre Iguodala, who also is someone Steve Kerr has referred to as maybe the smartest player he's ever been around. Now, so much more to coaching than just basketball intellect. You've got to be willing to deal with the egos and things, and do these players want to do that? Who knows?
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And now that that final debt Doris has been paid, it must feel like a huge relief for Nets fans to be done with that trade they made with Boston.
Well, you hate to say it, but trading for KG, Pierce, and Terry back in 2013 turned out to be a disaster for the Nets. Probably set the organization back a good 5 years. They must be thrilled to be out from under the weight of that mistake.
For the Suns, certainly a lot of chemistry questions, from coaching changes to unhappy players wanting out. Doris, how do they turn it around?
Well, you know this, Kevin. Organizations that win have great ownership and then great front office personnel. But the bottom line is it's about collecting great individual talent in the NBA, because this is a players' league, Kevin.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Now here is Harris, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Over in the corner, Chandler. Knocked loose. Johnson outside. Diallo kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Diallo. And here is Bridges. Shot clock at 5. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Chandler.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Well, I think you think of the Brooklyn Nets, and though there isn't a ton of wins, I do think you see this team moving in the right direction. Yes, they only had 28 wins, finished 12th overall. But the reality is, on a night-by-night basis, this team gives great effort in the face of adversity.
And that one falls for Bridges. And the Nets' win total last year, impressive given the injuries.
Well, Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell's injuries obviously made things difficult, Kevin. But despite it all, the Nets were more competitive than they've been the last few seasons. To me, this is an organization that has some things it can build on.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Both free throws good from Bridges.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
There's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Johnson. Prince outside. Down low. Stolen by Allen. Comes up empty down low. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Woo, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
Free throw good, Booker.
And guys, Devin Booker getting great praise from some big-time players. Kyrie Irving says he raises his game to another level against high-level teams. Now he needs consistency, gentlemen.
That one misses. Of course, Booker put 70 on the Celtics one evening. That obviously made quite an impression.
I remember Jaylen Brown saying he doesn't have a conscience. He can shoot it with no remorse. He has a green light, and that's what makes it tough. Sounds like he had to guard him that night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Nets trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about, and seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin, it can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake, and obviously that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know.
Diallo, no good.
They're not going to get away with many mistakes like that on the defensive end. You got to get out on him right there.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for three just slips away.
And it's Baines missing.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. And now just a 3-point Phoenix lead. The Suns on offense. They're on an 18-5 run here. Out to the right wing. Diallo the pass to Baines. To the inside. Here's Bridges. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Bridges has got 6.
A physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Prince wide open. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harris against Booker. And the pass to Baines. Diallo kicks to Booker. 5 to shoot. Over Harris. Again, Phoenix.
Well, the jumper is dangerous from anywhere, there's no doubt, but mid-range is where Booker hits the highest percentage.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Suns on top, up by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. From undrafted to $50 million man, Tyler Johnson talked about what it felt like when he finally hit it big.
I think when I finally heard that number, when they put the offer sheet on there and said $50 million, I mean, that's well documented that, you know, I kind of got sick. I just know the journey that it took me to get here. It was a little bit overwhelming, so I threw up.
And credit Johnson's work ethic, Greg, putting himself in position to earn that big payday.
Great to see an underdog make it, and that's the kind of contract that truly changes your life forever.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's LeVert in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his 2nd season in the league. And he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. So it's Phoenix now, following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. Buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got 6.
Listen, there's no doubt this young man is one of the great young shooters from distance. Go ahead, Devin Booker, with that picture-perfect motion.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Rubio. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Sharch dishes to Ayton. And good that time.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Irving passes to LeVert. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. No coverage that time. He's got 12.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Diallo kicks to Ayton. The rebound by the Nets. They've led by as much as 10.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Kicks it out to Rubio. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. From 12 feet out. Here's LeVert. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And the Suns call time. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
Kaminsky is checked in for Shaq Diallo. Now here's Saric. He's tightly guarded, and he makes that one. 8 points for DeAndre Ayton.
I'll tell you, good work to pound it down low and finish in tight.
Irving finds Jordan. Here's Temple. Pass to Durant. Over Kaminsky. And it's Durant missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the shot is good. That's now 8 points for Devin Booker.
I think the improved strength, right? Devin Booker willing to take on the defender, and he wins out.
Durant feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Irving. Pass to Temple. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
The Suns trailing. Rubio the pass to Booker. Back to Rubio. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the dunk by Jordan.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
Here's Ayton following the bucket by the Nets. And the basket by Rubio.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now Irving. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Indiana. Baseline try. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Rubio against Irving. Rubio outside. Kicks it to Booker. Fires, high post. Here's Ayton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. No good from Durant.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
The drive by Booker, and Ayton throws it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Well, the Phoenix Suns guys have missed the playoffs for 8 straight seasons. That continues the longest playoff drought in franchise history.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for LeVert. And then for Phoenix, Bridges comes in for Saric, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Booker. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And before this drought, the Suns had missed the playoffs in consecutive seasons since the 1980s.
Well, remember, this was a very proud franchise, historically one of the league's best regular season records. Fans are so hoping they can get back on a winning track.
Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Suns leading. Rubio looking around. Ayton in the corner. Here's Kaminsky. From outside, off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Irving kicks to Temple. To the inside. And here's Prince outside. Offensive rebound. Durant. That's tipped.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Bridges shot. Good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
A deep 3 from Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Rubio against Irving. And Rubio kicks to Kaminsky. Back to Rubio. Second shot opportunity. And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That's his first foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Jordan. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Garrett Temple. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Count it, good. 8 points for Frank Kaminsky.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Dinwiddie passes to Prince. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. Down low. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Allen. Prince has got his 2nd basket of the night.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
Now, here's Rubio. He's covered closely. Passes it to Kaminsky. Back to Rubio. Inside. It's stolen by Allen. Chandler scanning the floor. And the Nets, another 3.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
And Rubio kicks to Kaminsky. At the top of the key, Bridges. The pass to Kaminsky. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Guys, that's number 2 on him, and they do not need him to sit right away, but one more foul before the half, and he'll be headed to the bench.
David Nwaba is checked in for Harris. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Prince. He has 5. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Diallo's checked in. It's the Nets now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Prince. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
Ellinson's checked in for the Nets. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
The Suns shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. On the free throw, no good. Knocks it loose. And Baines kicks to Bridges. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
And here's Irving. 14 points for him. From deep. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Johnson kicks to Bridges. There's Diallo, guarded by Prince, and stolen by Prince.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Here's Dinwiddie. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
A great size at the point guard position. Dinwiddie, fantastic getting into the paint and making the defense pay.
Johnson kicks to Oubre. In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's the 3. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead. And even though Spencer Dinwiddie had a breakout year, he felt that his time was long overdue.
Yeah, and in between the injury in college and kind of being buried on the bench, he's had to overcome a lot and has always believed in himself. And he feels when matched up head-to-head with most guards, he's going to come out on top. Showed exactly why he believes in himself so much with that breakout season in 2018.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, to me, it's the size, the strength, and the IQ of Spencer Dinwiddie that's so impressive. This guy is unique at the point guard position.
The Nets making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. And the Suns making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, think about it, guys. Last year, Spencer Dinwiddie, a little bit of a breakout year, right? Stepped in for the injured D'Angelo Russell and helped the Nets stay competitive, proving to be a big-time scorer.
Now here is Carter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To the middle. Here's Allen. And Baines pulls it down. Suns trail by 5. Pass to Saric. Bridges dishes to Saric. The wing jumper off target.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity. Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Carter. And Allen with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. "17 seconds left in the first half. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Johnson.
The quick hitter from three-point range off the inbound play. They ran that set perfectly.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Nets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
The Nets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Both shots good from the stripe. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 18 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I got to take my suit off.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
The Brooklyn Museum, just one of the many places to visit here in this famous borough of New York City. Welcome back, folks. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Nets leading by 7. Second half underway. Here's who Igor Kokoshkov's got on the floor. We've got Kelly Oubre. Dario Saric is out there with Ayton. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Booker in at the 2 guard. Now here's Durant. Shot clock at 6. Irving from long range. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Floats it up for Saric. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. You look at the Celtics, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Brooklyn, just way behind.
And seeing where the Nets are, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place.
Phoenix with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Oubre can't get it to go. The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
Got a piece of it. To the middle. Here's Temple. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to LeVert. The tray. Drops in the tray. LeVert's got 10 points.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Now here's Rubio. He has 6. Saric passes to Oubre. Now here's Ayton. And the shot goes in. 12 points for him. Here's Irving. A 12-point game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's LeVert, covered by Oubre. 4 on the clock. With the clock winding down, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kelly Oubre. The Nets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Free throw good, Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg, by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
And the Suns call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath. And a moment to see numbers for Kyrie Irving. 6th in steals, 7th in assists, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Booker kicks to Rubio. Saric outside. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Booker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
All the tools. When you're talking about Booker, he's got everything he needs to be one of the league's great scorers.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Nets.
Guys, you got to like the offensive approach here. Scoring a variety of ways, inside and out. You look at the shot chart, and a lot of things are working for them right now.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Irving finds Jordan. Over Ayton. Off the left rim and out.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Booker the pass to Oubre. Saric good on the three-point shot. Saric has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says thank you very much. Wide open look at three, as easy as that.
Irving passes to LeVert. Back to Irving. Beyond the arc. Let's keep it alive. And the shot goes in. Jordan's got 7 points for the quarter.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's Saric. Here's Booker. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Irving. The feed now to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Saric. He kicks to Ayton. In the corner, it's Oubre. 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, doors for Kelly Oubre to maximize his potential in this league. The jump shot will be key.
Right, Kevin, and there are positive signs where Kelly Oubre and his long-range shooting are concerned. His usage and efficiency have both gone up over the last couple of years. He's also been more aggressive on the offensive end, spending more time at the free throw line, and you would expect that with the level of athleticism he brings.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Well, the league taking steps, Doris, to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver. And as is typical to Adam Silver, everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Johnson. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Johnson. Durant with it. Kaminsky's there. Unloads from 13. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 9.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range, because that is money in the bank.
Pass to Ayton. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Kevin Durant is a threat to shoot it as soon as the ball hits his hands. This guy incredible, relentless as a scorer.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's got 8. Kicks it to Oubre. Johnson left side. The pass to Kaminsky. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And 11 points for Frank Kaminsky.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Irving. It's deflected. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Yes, that goes in. And that's 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. 4th, DeAndre Ayton.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
First free throw is good. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. And so he hits both. Suns trail by 12. Johnson attacking. In the corner, it's Bridges. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kaminsky with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Johnson. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And he can't hit the second. Brooklyn leading by 11. Irving for 3. And Baines pulls it down.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is not a young man you want to send to the line. Booker's already a lights-out foul shooter.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, Booker.
The 13th pick of the 2015 NBA draft, Booker has already shown all-star potential.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Irving up top. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
You know this. Kyrie Irving, when he has the hot hand, is lethal. On a night-by-night basis, he is an absolute matchup nightmare.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Prince dishes to Irving, and the foul on Tyler Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Sharge is checked in. Phoenix on defense. They trail by 11. Inside. The kick out to Irving. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his third foul of the game. Allen against Saric. Prince, the pass to Jordan. It's stolen by Saric. Booker with it. Johnson finds Booker. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him it. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Bridges misses. Johnson against Irving. Prince. And that one's drained from the low block. Prince has got 9.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
Inside. Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
I believe there are just natural-born scorers, and we're seeing that from Devin Booker tonight.
Irving against Johnson. It's deflected. Booker looking around. A shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half. Pass to Irving. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you think about the Brooklyn Nets and Kenny Atkinson having a tough task of rebuilding this organization. It is still feeling the effects of the trade that stripped them of so many picks. But give Kenny credit for embracing the challenge and knowing there's a long road ahead.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Prince.
Well, what a combination of size and touch that makes him a nightmare matchup from three-point range. Wow.
Here's Johnson. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now just a 3-point Nets lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And with Atkinson and the Nets, he said it feels like the team is a startup.
Right. Atkinson has taken a more hands-on approach with the team. He works out with the group. He does weightlifting with them. He wants to build the idea that the team is striving towards something together.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Kaminsky.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 10. Outside Durant. Pass to Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Johnson kicks to Bridges. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Poked away. Bridges with the steal. For the tie. Tries again. It's good. This game is all even. Bridges has got 15. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Durant is out there with LeVert. Then there's Allen. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Dinwiddie. Feeds to Durant. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Allen's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets.
I tell you, they better work out harder on the defensive end to box him out. He's going to live on those second chances.
Rubio, the pass to Oubre. And there's the feed to Rubio. Basket counts.
Well, even with the slight build, Rubio's strong enough to finish through contact.
And you can't help but notice that Ricky Rubio has grown as a player.
Well, he talked a little bit about losing his mom recently, and he was very close to her, and he said it changed his priorities and perspective on life, and that balance has translated to more effectiveness on the court.
And the Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Stolen by Rubio. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 10 points for Kelly Oubre.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Allen dishes to Durant. From the stripe. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Oubre's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
Here's Dinwiddie. And again, it's the Nets missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Oubre, good. And now it's an 8-point Suns lead.
I tell you, it doesn't matter if you're right up on Kelly Oubre. He can out-jump you and find a way to score it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Durant. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Saric. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their #1 option as they look to close this game out.
It's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Looking to end his cold spell. They get it back, but they'll get another chance. Here's Durant, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
Now here's Rubio. He kicks it to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Ayton's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Suns. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Rubio. Dinwiddie passes to Durant. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
Oubre kicks to Ayton. Johnson outside. And it's off from three-point range. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's LeVert. In the corner, it's Temple. Phoenix grabs the miss. Oubre's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Rubio penetrating, and that one is good. And the Suns lead by 10.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's the pass to Temple. Pass to LeVert. There's Dinwiddie, defended by Booker. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie does such a good job of understanding what the defense is going to give him. How about that pick and roll play? That's nice.
Now, here's Rubio. Saric with it. Oubre kicks to Booker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for Phoenix. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. To the inside. Durant, the pass to LeVert. Shoots from 8 and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
At 6'7", Karis LeVert knows how to use that size, especially inside. He knows how to handle himself in there.
Now Rubio. And Booker kicks to Oubre. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. 14 points for Kelly Oubre.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Jordan. Stolen by Rubio. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Ayton. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Pass to Durant. Some solid defense from Saric.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Three from the inbound. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. To the middle. Stolen by Durant. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Here's LeVert. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
And Rubio kicks to Saric. Here's Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Irving. Shoots the 3. Here's Jordan. Some solid defense from Saric.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Well, we call that crowding the shooter, right? You don't give up an inch. It's just perfect defense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
And here's Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Ayton. Back to Rubio. And a missed layup.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Saric. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Kelly Oubre.
One shot, gentlemen.
On the free throw, no good. To the right side. Temple. It's hauled in by the Suns. Now, here's Rubio. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Irving. Irving double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
So it's Phoenix now. Phoenix leading by 15.
Hey, watch Ricky.
And Rubio kicks to Kaminsky. He dishes it to Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Two shots.
The first one falls. So for the Suns, Saric comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And Oubre subbed in for Devin Booker. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
And I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. Brooklyn with the ball. 17-point game. Stolen by Rubio. Kicks to Booker. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
On the wing, Irving. To halt the run. Jump shot is good that time. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Here's Rubio. Offensive rebound. He feeds it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Irving against Rubio. Irving passes to LeVert. A leaner. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the leaner's probably not the best option on that shot.
That one goes. Count it.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Good on the shot. 30 points for Kyrie Irving.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Now, here's Rubio. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Nets trail by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
And here's Booker following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Rubio against Irving. And it's Ayton missing.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
From downtown, and the Nets, another three.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
Now, here's Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.